It's okay to have mental breakdowns. You're not the only motherfucker. I just want you to know that. Hey y'all, how you doing? I hope you've been having a great and positive week. When it comes to college, the only tips I would give necessarily, which I was just recently giving, is just like do your work when it's assigned. Don't wait till the night before. I would say do it 2 nights before, so that way if something does happen or like it's too hard or you don't want to finish it all, you still have one more night to do it instead of doing it the day of. I don't think you should do homework like fucking like 4 days in advance type shit, only because like I feel like when you do homework 4 days in advance, you can't remember by the time you get to class what you did your homework on. Like, I don't know, maybe for me though, that could just be my brain. Everybody has their own different brains. But yeah, and then my other thing I would just say when it comes to college is just find who you are as a person. Like, everybody has their own different needs and wants, so just do that. Know what type of person you are, and then especially when it comes to partying, because when you're in college, you're definitely gonna party. Manage your alcohol and your drugs, okay? If it's your first time taking drugs, don't be that person that goes to a party and start bugging the fuck out. If you didn't do it before, then don't do it now. And if you are going to do it now, because everybody wants to experiment, and you are in college, and then there also is like social pressure and like other influences and factors that play a role, do that shit alone or with a group of people, bro. Like 5 people in your dorm room or some shit. Like, well, not in your dorm room because you're not supposed to be doing that, but like go off campus or go to someone's house or rent on an Airbnb for a weekend and just have fun. Like, that's what I would say. Speaking of urban experience, it's crazy. Now, I actually hate drinking and doing all that shit. And parties, fun fact, I can't stay at a party. The most, like, my first semester of college, like last year, it was so bad. I could only stay at a party for like 20 minutes, and then I started itching to get the fuck out. 1, I don't like seeing like people intoxicated. It just irks my soul. And then 2, it's just like I'm too like socially aware, so like I'm so like into the surroundings that I know what's happening before shit happens. Yeah, I'm like that person, like that narrator in a movie scene that's like narrating what's about to happen before it happens. Yeah, that's me, but in real life. And then I just don't drink. Like, I don't know, something about like your throat burning, it never sat well with me. And then I don't like feeling the like drunk. It's not it. No, don't get it. No, in college though, even though you have you're saying you have a small social battery, you can still party though, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I know, I don't want to call them nerds, but like I know the people that are like really like book techie and shit, like that care about, and they dumb, they be wilding out too. Don't get it messed up. I just feel like in college, it's like everybody gets wild out. Like, everybody knows as soon as it hits Friday, some people don't even have classes Friday. So Thursday night, as soon as they like Thursday night or even Friday, like people start to have fun. That's what I'm gonna say. They start to have fun. But all I'm saying is just know your crowd and know who to hang out with, because a lot of in college, a lot of relationships can become transactional, which means it's a give and take, and it's like some side may always take, and the other may give, or it's the vice versa. Like, depending on who it is, you might not have a balance, and that's just how college is. Like, some people gonna ask you for favors because they know you can do it or provide, and then it's up to you to like when you put your foot down and when you don't, you know? And then if you help out someone else, sometimes people do expect you to help out them too, type shit. So just be mindful. And then for me, I would also just say, don't worry about people talking about the cafeteria food. I eat that shit all the time. People talk shit about it. I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, I technically pay for it in a sense. And it's like not, I would say free, but like, am I supposed to starve? like that's just a genuine question I have. Am I supposed to starve? I also mentioned, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And then the last other tip I would hand off with y'all. It's okay to have mental breakdowns. You're not the only motherfucker. I just want you to know that. Just because you don't talk to other people about having a mental breakdown, the person next to you, the room next to you, anywhere they having a mental breakdown too. They may not be having it the same day, the same hour, but trust and believe you at least have one mental breakdown while you're in college. It's because they're literally pushing you past your limit, or you're doing shit that literally you have nothing like that goes against you. Either way, your end result is you want to get a diploma. Like, for me, I'm not a high achieving when it comes to like student wise. I get what I need to get done and I get out. But when it comes to making money, I'm on a whole nother level. Don't get that shit fucked up. There's just like certain balances. Like, me personally, I know I'm gonna get my diploma when I'm supposed to get my diploma. So I'm not going to stress if I don't get a straight A. If I get a C minus, depending on even what class it is, if I get a D plus, I'm sorry, I'm that person where I'm chilling. Okay. I already feel like I did my due diligence. I'm in college. I'm already doing what I need to do. As long as I keep getting better and better, like progressively, then I'm good. I don't give a fuck if the progress is slow. Slow progress is better than no progress. And that goes with anything. I don't give a fuck if it's your business, your schoolwork, or your relationships. If you're trying, that's way better than not trying. I don't care if it's 2%, 1%, 0.08. That was still better than what you were doing yesterday. And that's all that matters. That's literally all that matters. Some people are really going to college because like their parents told you to, but I just hope like when you go to college, like even though your parent told you to go to college, if that's the scenario you're in or you're not really doing it for you, figure out why you want to stay for yourself. Like don't sit there and like be like, oh, my parent told me I want to go here, so like I just went here and da-da-da. Like, okay, so now that you're here, what choices do you want to make? Your parent aren't around you no more. Because when you're in college, you're literally by yourself. Like your parent don't know shit unless you texting them. I'll be honest. You can literally go to fucking Cancun and your parent wouldn't know because your professor ain't gonna text your teacher saying you ain't in class. The school ain't gonna call your mother saying you ain't in class. Your mom don't have access to your grades, so your mom's not gonna know you're failing. Your mom's not gonna know the people you're hanging around with unless you tell her, like, you know what I mean? Like, when you're in college, you have so much fucking freedom, bro. And especially if you're dorming. Maybe if you're not dorming. If you're not dorming, obviously you don't have that much freedom because, like, you have to come home and they gonna see your face because you commute. Like, your parents are gonna see it. But for me, I was encourage people, get the fuck out of home, man. If you're worried about the money and that's why you don't want to dorm, pick a college that you can afford that goes with your major. Sometimes you gotta make sacrifices, but I always tell people it's very, very good to get out in an environment that you're originally in because I feel like that's the only way you can grow fast, efficiently, and effectively because you're no longer surrounded in the place that you have been for the last 18 years. Like you've been around those people all your life. Start experiencing other people. I'm also going to be live streaming, like I said, Tuesdays through Thursdays from now on consistently. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. It means a lot, goes a long way.